Okay, hello guys, this is FormulaPlayStation round 1 in Hungary. It was a good race, obviously you can see from the start. I was on pole, followed by Luke and RTYT, and then I think Brown and a couple others, a couple behind. 12 runners today. We do have a league of 16, but just a couple of people didn't turn up, for reasons obviously. But yeah, I get a really good start at the start. I cover off Luke, he gets a disappointing start, and Brown actually gets in front of him. From the qualifying pace, it was going to be a race between me and Luke. We was about half a second to a second in front of the other guys on intermediate conditions in the race.
Okay, that's a good start.
So yeah, we was just about that bit behind. So we've really it was going to be a battle between us, unless anyone like Brown could put themselves in contention in the race pace, because obviously race pace is different to qualifying pace. But I just knew at the start I wanted to get a lead going and try and command the race from the start. A couple of people were already retiring from the race straight away. RTY2 started third, spinning out on the famous turn, I think it's 5, turn 5. A lot of people always lose traction control there. But yeah, we cut on. We already had a 1.1 second gap. We cut on. Luke has overtaken Brown by that, and we have a huge 4-second gap 5 laps in. So I'm just trying to open the gap up, but down to lap 11, it's down to 2.2, and I lose the back end, but lucky enough save it. And it's 1.9 now. It was 2.2. So Luke had extremely good pace on these softs, whereas not softs, mediums. Whereas my tyre's gone by now. Lap 15, he hasn't even put a chance. He's just been behind me, cheating there, probably gaining ERS like I was. Gaining ERS as well, and he actually goes for a move now, and I'm already thinking I want the switchback, and he covers it off well, but I don't really get the full switchback on him. Plus as well, I get really poor traction off the curb. So it's like, it was a difficult one. Plus as well, I knew it was going to be pit stop window soon. So I'm going to lap 16 now, trying to push on. I know I have a lot of straight line speed. This setup is for straight line speed on the Hungary Grand Prix. That's why he can gain so much through the corners, and I was gaining on the straights a lot more. Like now, 0.5 seconds behind him, and I'm already getting a great toe, dip down to the inside, slightly outbrake myself. Don't really get the line I want to get, because I wanted to try and cut him off for the cutback, but I cut to the left, pull out, and I don't really want to dive down. There's no point in me diving down, taking us both out the Grand Prix. Let's try and score as many points as possible in this league. That's what I'm trying to think. And I go round the outside. I've got a lot more speed than him, and he just gives me the position. Smart from him. He knew he didn't have the race in line. I couldn't really extend the limit on where I was going, so he gives it up. We cut later on though to lap 17. It's pit window now, so I have tried to fake him into the pit lane. He does go in, and I wanted to stay out, but my in lap was shocking, absolutely shocking. I'm already 2.2 seconds off the pace, and I think it might have been 3 seconds off the pace if I continued the lap. So it was absolutely shocking, and I don't really get good entry. Look, I'm 38 miles per hour. It needs to be hitting at least 45 into the pit lane. But yeah, we come through, and we already have a lapped car behind us. We've already lapped Brown, and we'll switch onto the hards to go to the end of the Grand Prix now. And you can see Luke is so close to me, and he is going to overtake me. So his out lap was superb, mine in lap was shocking, and he has overtaken me on the track as well as in the pit stop windows. So he's done the undercut on me. But yeah, we cut on a couple of laps later, and I'm setting personal best, whereas he's probably already set his personal best. Yeah, we're closing up. I know I've got a lot of ERS and rich fuel mixture left. 0.6 back, and look at the gain. The speed I've got down these straights is crazy. I dipped to the outside, We kind of make a bit of contact, not a lot, and a bit of contact there as well. But here we are, I'm going right around. I kind of lose my braking point there. Go a bit further on, he dips to the outside. I keep it around the outside. We make a bit more contact there on the side pods. But he just gives up the position again like he did last time. So very good racing from both of us there. I was really impressed from Luke, because I didn't really know who was going to challenge me. Like, no one really knew each other's pace. We hadn't really done any practice with each other on race pace. Just been practice sessions. So it was really unheard of what was going to happen. But here we cut on a couple of laps later. He's closed the gap up, he's dipped to the inside. I've let him have the inside because I wanted to swing around, get to the inside, get the undercut, get the switchback on him. And I've got the traction on him. Make a bit more contact. I wanted to try and squeeze into the inside, but I just take the outside line, swoop around, and take the position once again. And we cut on again a couple of laps later. It was literally the whole race. It was me leading, him overtaking for a couple of corners, and I would win it back. I must have led about 25 laps this race, 28 laps this race, something like that. It's mental. It was mental. But yeah, we're trying to do this again, but he covers it off really well. Not as good, but I still get the thing. But he stops me from really punching down the accelerator. So I'm just trying to keep around the outside this time. And this means that we're closer together through this corner. And I do push him wide a bit. It's a situation like Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc in Austria. We didn't make contact that time, but it's allowed now in the F1 system if you don't force off the track. And he kept on. He had no complaints. He said it was good racing. So yeah, we continue on. But lap 30 now, 5 laps to the end. I know I can taste the champagne, can taste the victory now. I know I've got the pace on the straight line. I know I can get him back. It's just making sure I get him back. And that is a perfect example. He gets the move done early this time, before the corner. And he parks himself beautifully on the inside, so I can't get the switch back. And I have to run wide, go off the track, come back on. And it's just, I've lost a lot of ground there, and I can't. I know I don't have the pace in the corners. So it's gone from being a 0.2 second lead to about a 0.5 in the space of a bit. But we do gain it back at the end of the lap. It was a pretty decent lap from me. We get DRS obviously, and I know I've got the straight line speed to catch him up. 0.4 back now. We dip to the outside. I have the overspeed. I'm trying to hang it around the outside this time. We do get the traction, but not as good as him. We're slightly pushing through the corner, and I was going to jam it. I did jam it on the inside, but we do make contact, and I was sorry for that. Lucky enough it didn't spin. Obviously, if I did spin, I would have definitely got a penalty for that. But yeah, that's pretty much done. I didn't really know how else I could do it, because there's no other overtaking points in this race. But to ruin my race even more, I have a little spin, and I don't put it into reverse. I'm stuck in neutral, and I decide to try and box. I'm wasting time here. I must waste about 10 seconds here, just by trying to do this. I switch to the softs. It's the only chance I've got now to try and get fastest lap. There's no point me just waiting around, sitting here for second. I could try and go for the extra 1 point and try and do it. Lucky enough I didn't lose any wing, so if I lost wing, oh, that was done. I'd have been done, I'd have been toast. But yeah, no, he's got a massive 30 second lead now, so he has won the Grand Prix. But the gear is unavailable as well. It goes from a 2.7 second stop to, sorry, it goes from a 22 second stop, 21 second stop to a 20 second stop. No, it goes from 20 second stop to a 21 second stop. There you go. But now I've got the softs, fresh softs. I've got 2 laps to try and warm these babies up. It takes us a lap to catch up to Buttons. A whole lap. He did superb. He just kept me there. Like his dirty air was unbelievable around this track. But I obviously am going to settle purple lap. Lightning has the current purple lap, but I take it obviously from him on the last lap. I won't spoil that. Oh, I did spoil it for you guys. I skipped. We're up to the podium already, but obviously I want that second place. Hunting it down. Hunting it. We're behind. We've already got Buttons. So Buttons is going to try and keep with me and try and get third. And but yeah, we are chasing up, and the racing point in front. Not going to try and pronounce Golob. Golob. He goes on the grass slightly, and we just go in front of him. We take the inside line. We've got the more grip, but he hits you up the back here. So I kind of cut across the thing, bobble over, and he, like, because he's hit me, he's forced himself to make a difficult situation now. And they're side by side the whole time. Literally, they're running next to each other a whole lap. Buttons drop slightly behind, and I'm now 2.3 seconds in front. And Buttons makes a great dive one up the inside. It was a superb move apparently, clean as you like. And he gets third position, and I'm coming across the line to take the purple lap, so get the extra point. So I get 19 points as I finish second as well. So the point deficit to Luke will be 6, yeah. So it is difficult to know that I led from basically the start to finish. Probably about 4 laps I didn't lead in total the whole race. Maybe a bit more, 5 to 6. But it's just bitter, really. He did deserve it though at the end of the day, because he didn't make no mistakes and I did. But yeah, we get second. Buttons does drop to 4th in the table because he rejoined the track dangerously at the start of the race and caused wing damage to Padders. But thank you guys for watching. See you guys.